We know you.
Yes.
How you doing?
Well, we'll see. You guys are so good since we're doing generics that sometimes you get those points out quicker than double
Well,
time.
we're getting more refined now.
Yes, at the end of the day. I know. It's so nice.
Oh, it's a good ending. Perfect.
Ending.
You ready, Glenn? Yes. You know what to do.
Yes.
Name and all that good stuff to start.
Kara Warner, Summit Entertainment. Excellent. So, who is Mr. Dillon?
Dylan Hobbs is a world-weary career FBI agent who's doggedly in pursuit of these four horsemen who are ripping off people and robbing banks. And so he's doesn't have time for love or anything other than his obsession.
Yeah. What is it about that obsession? Is it kind of an anti-stance against the whole thing? Is it he's upset about having to chase them?
Well, I think he what is it about his obsession? I think he gets dogged by them, and that creates a lot of frustration in him. And I think he wants to stay very close to this case and becomes very personally involved in it over the course of the movie. Deeply involved in it. And at the end, I think he finally has his day in court, so to speak.
It's a good setup. What do you think? Like, what notes does the movie hit as far as his genre?
Oh, I think it's it's a classic kind of heist movie, but it has this sort of Robin Hood, illusionist, the good bad guys. And it's just got a great pulse. It moves very quickly. It takes us a lot of different places. The writing's really great. There's fight scenes and chases and love scenes and humor, and then a really great, satisfying twist at the end. So I think it's worth every penny.
Yeah. So
Twice.
we should see it. You think it's a wide range?
Well, I mean, you have from Morgan Freeman and Michael Caine, who I'm sure have their following, and down to Isla Fisher and Dave Franco. And so it's a pretty wide audience, I think. I think it's a young audience would really enjoy it, but I also think the older folks would like it too.
Yeah, like a lot of boxes checked.
Yeah, I think it checks the boxes.
Yeah. What for you was the most magical day on set?
Wow, I thought that the scene in Paris, that when they all go to Paris, that's a really magical moment for the movie, I think.
Yeah. How about for you and actually Dylan as a character? What do you think? Because he's sort of anti-magic. What do you think are his redeeming moments?
I think Dylan's sort of sense of humor and his saltiness are really enjoyable, and I really think that there's a fight sequence with Dave Franco that's I really love and is just very satisfying, and I think it's just enjoyable to see somebody who's so driven just keep getting smashed back and then just get back up again and keep going. It works really well.
Yeah. What do you think, in speaking of making it work, what do you think it was about Mr. Leterrier that was such a good fit for this?
I think he's a really gifted cinematic storyteller. He knows how to move a camera in a nearly virtuosic manner, and I love his imagination. I mean, he always sort of he'll do an insert that turns into something really interesting, and you hear it at first and you think, how am we going to do that? And then you see it, and it's really well executed. And I just think he really knows how to use the cinema in an exciting way, and especially in a movie that is grounded with these kinds of so well-drawn characters.
Yeah. What would you say the ratio, if you know, is of kind of the practical effects versus CGI if they had to?
Well, you know, I'd say probably 1-to-1. It's pretty good, and he wanted to do a lot of in-camera stuff. You know, there's a scene at the end when they 4 points their projection on the building, and he really wanted. There's artists that do that, actually do that building mapping it's called, and but it was too expensive, so they ended up having to do it in CGI. But if he could have done that, he would have done it, and it would have been pretty remarkable.
Nice. That's cool. People do that. Well, when can we see it?
I don't know. Oh, the movie comes out May 31st, and yes, all over the nation. So that's our big drop-off date.
Perfect. Can't wait.
Great.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Sure.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sure. Nice talking to you again.